So I ordered something from the legendary Izzy Swan. If you haven't heard of him, he has a YouTube channel. Make sure to check that out. I ordered an Infeed table, and this attaches to my table saw. And I'm just going to show you how to put it together. It really doesn't take long, maybe about 15 minutes, because I had to cut the excess off the grippy stuff that he provided. But my chisel made quick work of that. And installing the remainder was fairly straightforward. He has a YouTube video going to further details for different saws. But it's essentially what I'm doing here. Just make sure it's as centered as possible so that you don't accidentally put a screw through the slot. And I'm using a self-centering drill bit here to make the pilot holes. If you've never used one before, I highly recommend it. They're great for hinges and they ensure that you have a perfectly centered hole. And then once I was done with that, I added the extra strip that he provided and used the clamp mechanism to push down on that. And then I started installing the clamp, which was, again, pretty simple. Just install the threaded insert and then put the metal sleeve in with a mallet and install the bolt into the hole that he recommended for the saw stop. And I was good to go. And as you can see, it's very stable. And the benefit of it is that I can use my miter gauge further out without stability issues. If you have ever used a miter gauge past where the table is, you'll know that it's pretty much impossible to get a good straight cut. The other benefit of it is with plywood or sheet goods, it's a much safer cut. As you can see, there's so much wobble and there's like a balancing act that you have to do in order to cut sheet goods on a table saw. And this just gives you so much more stability when doing so. And you could get accurate cuts, you could make sleds and not have to worry about it tilting over or having huge runners in order to have it work. This thing is pretty awesome for such a simple thing. It also makes using a table saw a lot safer. Do make build approved. Make sure to like and subscribe.